What? No way! They're really gonna do it. That's crazy. They're really gonna... Oh. Oh no! Egotastic FunTime. Hey gang, I'm JP and welcome back to Egotastic FunTime. Today we're gonna have a great time talking about yes, you heard me correctly, 4 new Star Trek TV series coming to CBS All Access.
What's that, JP? We couldn't quite hear you.
I said coming to CBS All Access.
Could you try that again, please?
Coming to CBS All Access, that stupid pay app, okay? Jeez. So yes, it's being reported this week that writer-producer Alex Kurtzman has entered a 5-year deal with CBS All Access to oversee a variety of Star Trek series and miniseries. It's also being reported that Sir Patrick Stewart might possibly sign on to reprise his role as Captain Jean-Luc Picard for one of the series.
Oops! Spoiler alert!
The Hollywood Reporter were the first ones to break this story and are reporting that sources say a deal is far from completed and may not happen at all, despite Sir Pat Stu recently teasing his potential return to Trek.
You have many fans for many of the wonderful things you've done, Star Trek of course being one of those. I'm curious if you've seen our latest version of Star Trek, the new series on Netflix, and what you made of that.
No, I haven't, but I may have good cause to look at it very soon.
Now, as much as we'd all love to see a Star Trek series once again helmed by Captain Picard, I really think it's probably a bad idea. The last thing I want to see is Jean-Luc, one of the greatest Starfleet captains of all time, a man with class and poise, a top-notch diplomatic negotiator of the highest caliber, a defender of the Prime Directive, and self-taught journeyman flautist, be exposed to the new, gloomy, dark, hate-filled world of whoever thought this was a good idea. Our memories of Captain Picard deserve better than that, you guys. I looked up to Indiana Jones most of my life growing up, and now all I remember of him is just some old dude wearing a dumb hat, hiding from a nuclear blast in a refrigerator. A refrigerator! So here's everything we know so far about the 4 new Star Trek shows on the table right now. First, there's a Starfleet Academy show from creators Stephanie Savage and Josh Schwartz, creators of Gossip Girl and Marvel's Runaways. So basically it's going to be a teen angst type thing. The second is a limited series based around the character of Khan, originally played by Ricardo Montalban in both Star Trek the original series and Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan! I'm guessing this would probably be about his fight against normies and his subsequent banishment by Captain Kirk. FYI, Khan's genetically enhanced ancestors got a pretty cool storyline in the 4th season of Enterprise, guest starring Brent Spiner as the Augment's creator, Dr. Eric Soon, great-grandfather to Dr. Noonien Soon, also played by Brent Spiner. Noonien, of course, was the creator of Data on The Next Generation. I can't remember who played him, though. The third is another limited series whose plot details are being kept tightly under wraps. Now, I'm guessing this is the series that they're hoping to develop with Patrick Stewart. The 4th Star Trek project is an animated series whose plot details are also being kept under wraps, but obviously it's going to be an attempt to hopefully capitalize on the fact that Star Wars in recent years has had a lot of success with its animated series and the expansions of its universe. The CW app, by the way, also features an animated series that expands upon all their DC Universe shows, all voiced by their live-action counterparts from the actual series. I, like I'm sure all of you, would love to have Star Trek come back and become a big deal again. It's what I've dreamed of for almost 2 decades now. 90s Star Trek has always been my constant, like Desmond from Lost. Back in the 90s, we went from The Next Generation to Deep Space Nine to Voyager without a break. Hell, there was even overlap. Every day I got home from school, reruns of TNG were always on, even while IT, DS9, and Voyager were still airing new episodes. I couldn't get enough! But it's 2018 now, you guys, and it's not that I'm too old or anything like that to enjoy Star Trek. You're never too old or too young to boldly go. And it's not that I'm tired of Trek. I will never be tired of Star Trek. It's just that the stewards of the franchise, the people in charge, the producers, the writers, the guys who put tape on the ground so actors can hit their marks, all those people really suck right now. They have no idea what they're doing with Star Trek. No, wait. I take that back. They do know what they're doing. The only problem is they're doing Star Wars. They're doing Transformers. They're doing Desperate Housewives in space where everybody's backstabbing everybody else. They're doing you Star Trek fans, money please. The Starfleet series will probably just be Starfleet Academy 90210, the new class. That Khan series will just be a young Khan dealing with the world that created him, but doesn't accept him or his lifestyle and his fight against injustice and racism and blah 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 blah. The Captain Picard series will no doubt be old Admiral Picard, reminiscing about his younger days captaining the Stargazer, and we'll only see Patrick Stewart every once in a while before we hunker down into an hour-long flashback every week. The animated series will probably just be a spin-off of Star Trek Discovery, starring that hairless goat guy with the vagina face, because kids love vagina faces. And it'll most definitely be anime and feature 5 characters that each have their own personalized spore drive shuttlecraft that all combine into a giant megazord. Okay, that actually sounds pretty fun. I'd watch that show. But notice one thing all these series have in common, at least if my hunches are correct. None of them further the Star Trek universe. They're all prequels in some form or another. Now, of course, I don't really care what timeline a Star Trek series takes place in, if the writing, the characters, and the feel of the show are right. I never watched Trek because of the star dates. I watched it because it was telling amazing stories and a utopian vision of humanity's future. It was thought-provoking and sometimes fun, and sometimes it'd make you think about the way you live your own life or treat other people. But damn it, we can't let Star Trek Nemesis be the way we leave that universe, you guys. Now, of course, I'll be keeping an eye on all these upcoming series to see if there's at least a glimmer of hope that real Star Trek is coming back. But I'm not very hopeful because we've been given so many reasons not to trust anyone with this franchise. But really, you never know. There's been plenty of stuff that's come out over the years that I thought would suck and turned out to be great. Star Trek Beyond was pretty great. I ate a pizza with pineapple on it last week and that was pretty great too. Trust me, I'd love to be pleasantly surprised if even one of these new Star Trek series turns out to be worth it. But no matter how good any of these new series may or may not be, don't forget that from now on, this is very important, mind you, the Klingons are always going to look like sweaty turd monsters from now on. Fine, I'll make a commitment right now, right in front of you, a promise. If even one single version of these new Star Trek series is even remotely good, then I'll concede to you, CBS. I'll declare you the winner of our feud and submit to your will. I will go online and I will sign up with nary the complaint, mind you. I'll fork over the stupid $5 a month for your stupid paid app.
Resistance is futile. Your viewing habits will adapt to service us. You will become one with the CBS All Access. Money, please!
Okay, that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about today, and I talked about it. How about you? Are you skeptical of CBS having the ability to come up with a Star Trek series good enough to pay $60 a year for? Or are you ready to sign up right now just for the mere possibility that Captain Picard might be returning to the chair once more? What Star Trek series would you like to see developed for the small screen? You can let me know what you think by joining the conversation below. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my stupid show. It really does mean the world to me, you guys. I'll see you very soon, and as always, I hope all your times are egotastic fun times. Love you, bye-bye!
Egotastic fun time, we're gonna have a great time. Egotastic fun time, give me all your money. Give him all your money. You will find it funny. Just give me money. I love money. Give me all your 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 money.